menstruating, a lot of blood, a lot of bodily fluids. We were doing crazy scenes. Put it like this, the guys that work, eventually you're gonna catch something at one time in this business.
Do you know anybody in the industry who hasn't caught an STD?
Who hasn't gotten an STD? Oh, no. Yeah, no, there's nobody who hasn't gotten an STD. What a silly question. No, I mean, you know, in your first, 6 months, you're gonna catch something.
God, man, come on, you ain't making love, man. Get in there. Look at me. Tear it up, man. They like to be drilled, man. These adult stars, man. Come on, man. This ain't your high school sweetheart. Stick it in her, man. What, you need me to come over there and fuck her for you? Come on. Hey, Rook, what I tell you about eye contact, man? You gotta keep your head down, man. You said I'm looking at you. Yeah, I know, but I'm a vet. I know what I'm doing.
Tell them about your platforms.
Well, my platform is mostly just focused on humanizing the adult star and give them their respect. Over time, you know, people don't really see people as yourself as humans, people that have career accolades. They've done a lot of things. You know, you've been in this industry 30 years. It's always important to say you're not just a Hall of Famer, why you're a Hall of Famer. All the people you worked with in the past, all the awards you got, and just having people understand how important that is to say that this is a real career.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and while I admire this young man's tenacity and exuberance, no sir, those porn actors, while they are people and they are humans and they deserve dignity, respect, that's a stretch. People are fucking filth. Now, they're not just filth arbitrarily, right? Like, the shit that they do is disgusting to the point where even myself has had to dial back watching of porn because it's got nasty. You got DPs where the niggas, the configuration of the placement of where they are now is just weird. You got a nigga right here, she's on the bottom, it's a nigga hitting it from the back and a nigga from the bottom, and they all going in the asshole. It's just weirdo shit. So even myself have had to dial back the watching of the porno because the shit's got nasty. Not only that, I hear about women going over to Dubai to get scatted and pissed on, and in porn they start to do that. And they not just doing it a little bit, they taking a spray in the face drinking a big ass wine glass full of urine. That's not arousing. At this point, it's gotten trifling. And I know it's a market for shit like that, but you got arbitrary porn stars just doing that shit because it's a regular porn. It's not even some shit like a niche. They didn't woven that shit into anal and DP and threesomes. Bro, I didn't come here for that. You want to make a piss video, title it a piss video. Don't upload this shit on Pornhub as an anal video. You know what I'm saying? Because it's trifling. I know some niggas that's into that shit. I worked with a dude that was into that shit. He used to be like, man, shit, I can't fuck with a bitch, she don't let me piss in her mouth. I had to tell him, bro, get the fuck away from me. You are a sick, deranged person. Now, he was a cool nigga, but me, I don't dehumanize people like that, nor do I partake in activities that do such things. That's weird. That's foreign and alien to me, and I steer clear. This young man humanizing him, I guess. He's and it's hard to believe because he looks rough, but he's late 20s, early 30s, right? So he at the middle of his jackaholic career, and the reason that he's being interviewed by Ava Devine and probably hasn't watched one videos is beyond me. Now, I grew up on her, and I will honestly say I started watching anal videos 2003 because of her. Now, at the time, and this is hard to believe because looking at the video, I'm just saying, she was fresh face. She didn't have no wrinkles. She didn't even have them big fake titties, right? So her titties look natural. They look good. Her skin was smooth. She was curvy but not too fat, and she wasn't thin. Now she just looks thin with a funny box shaped ass. And if I'm not mistaken, she actually had a natural big booty because she was kind of I won't say fat, but she was a little fluffy. She was a BBW, right? A slim BBW. She wasn't a big, wild, fat, nasty fupa in the front having BBW, but BBW no less, right? And she used to do anal, which threw me off because I couldn't tell she was Latino or she was Asian. and you never see that shit other than Tiger Benson and there's another one I'm about to talk about her. Aisha, I think is Aisha Carrera. Asia Carrera. Anyways, speaking on Asia Carrera, this is where we segue. It says retired porn star Asian Carrera passes the Texas bar to become an attorney. Now, when I first started reading this shit, I thought it was gonna say she passed away. And I was gonna be like, yo, every time I see of a porn star passing away, it's because right, they done contracted some shit off the camera. You know, in their free time, they prostitute and shit don't want to ride. But not in her case. Now, in her case, she used to do anal threesomes. I think she's like Asian or Hispanic, one of the two or both. Once again, she was another one that was kind of lightweight, fluffy. She wasn't fat. She wasn't a BBW, but she was kind of on the thick side. I don't know about nobody out there, but I don't want a porn star as my attorney. I hope her being an attorney is in civil law or whatever the fuck. Because I don't want her defending me and people stay like, don't get me wrong, you probably gonna get off. Pause. No pun intended. You probably gonna get off if it's a whole bunch of middle-aged niggas up on the jury box, right? Because they gonna remember her from the Brazzer or Bang Bus and shit like that. What I will say is, out of all the pornos that she used to do a lot of role playing, right? Play a teacher. I don't know if she did a lawyer, but this right now just breaks into the realm of like her work, because it's gonna be weird as fuck, especially for her co-workers. If she's at the office late night, they bored, it's gonna turn into a porno scene, or it may be misread and the dude might try to take the box, and it's all weird, right? Because we used to watch these shit. They be at the office late and you want to get into something, and 5 minutes later they fucking on the desk. So I don't know how that's supposed to work out, especially her being in Texas with her white male counterparts. They have seen her work. They gonna want to try to play that shit out, and even if it's not non-consensual, that I will. If I was a fly on the wall, I bet you my last dollar it's gonna happen. Which I find it ironic as fuck, because life should imitate, or irony should imitate books, or should play out in books, plays, playwrights, movies and shit like that. In real life, it's just weird. In any event, for all the people out there, I'm not trying to demonize or dehumanize Cornstars, but as you've seen in that clip that I played before I played this, start talking about the young man. Yeah, everybody contracted a disease when they first started. That's right there. Not putting yourself in harm's way makes you a more dignified human being. When you start putting yourself in harm's way for getting STDs or even HIV, I remember it was a rumor going around that the black dude that was in the clip, James Dean, that he had got HIV. I think that's his name, James Dean. One of the two. I don't know, James some shit. Who gives a fuck about their names? Nobody watch porn to remember them niggas. But yeah, there was a rumor going around that he got HIV, and that turned out to not be true. But it's just like, yeah, like you putting yourself in harm's way on purpose. How are people supposed to respect you? In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Click the link if you'd like to get some merch to support the machine, to see me a little bit more frequent. And I'm out.